us a little bit about what National Autism Resources is and what kinds of merchandise you carry?
Well, it's evolved. In 2008, we founded National Autism Resources, and we really provided mainly books and some sensory items because I have an overwhelming preoccupation with sensory toys. Um, and then over time, it's just expanded. So now we have over 1,400 products. We have everything from assistive communication devices to curriculum, things to help people write, learn how to read, sensory items, supports for ABA therapy, speech pathologists. So it's just kind of expanded over the years.
And if we want to know, if we wanted to buy something from you and we want to know what kinds of merchandise you carry, where do we need to go to find that information?
Oh, you just visit our website, nationalautismresources.com. And, we've got a wide variety of items there. There's a nice little menu you can sort of select or search in our search box, or you can give us a call on the 800 number if you have questions. We're always happy to answer questions for teachers, parents, therapists.
Well, and one of the articles that I read, you were quoted as saying, "This is more than a job, it's our calling. Our motto is love, hope, and support autism." So I want to know, Bonnie, why? Why is this your calling?
Well, I'm for people. My son's going to be 20 soon and he's on the spectrum. And I'm not for a particular therapy. I'm not for a particular diagnosis. I'm for the individual. How can we come alongside this individual and give them the supports that they need so that they can live more independently, productive lives so they can overcome some challenges? And that's because it's affected me personally. I've spent years looking for tools and supports and ways that I could help our family overcome challenges. And so it's more than just selling widgets. It's really trying to come alongside customers and what's the solution that's going to work for your family, your classroom, your therapy center. And we get a lot of satisfaction from that because we truly love um, the autism community and we have a lot of hope for the future. We believe anybody is possible of growing um, and maturing and learning. And so we want to support that any way we can. So that's why we came up with Love, Hope, Support Autism as our tagline.
Love that. And you mentioned at the start of the interview that you're particularly interested in sensory things. We do need to mention that you are author of the book Starting Sensory Therapy. The subtitle is Fun Activities for the Home and for the Classroom. What I particularly love about this book is that you have activities based on things that everybody has around the home. You don't have to go necessarily and buy all the expensive stuff. You have activities based on things that we kind of like minute to win it, like stuff that would be around the house that you can do the sensory activities. And I love that there with each activity you have something. What is it called? Extend it at
Oh
the end.
yeah, extended activities. Well, the whole idea, the book has been around for a while actually. I think we published it in 2006. But my favorite price is free. My second favorite is cheap. And so what I wanted to do is just create a book that had lots of practical things people could do that were inexpensive and around the house. And then the idea of extending activities is nothing's more frustrating than you go and you spend all this time setting up an activity and your child participates in it for like 1 or 2 minutes and then you're cleaning up this big mess. So originally we were going to call it Starting Sensory Integration Therapy, Fun Activities That Won't Destroy Your Home or Classroom. But the
That's a little
therapist,
long.
or not the therapist, my publisher said no, we're going to change that up. So what I tried to do is okay, let's assemble these inexpensive things together. This is how you set it up so it won't make a big mess in your home or classroom. And then once you start the activity, here's some ideas to keep the individual engaged so that you kind of get the most bang for your buck. If you're going to spend a lot of time putting something together, hopefully you're going to be able to get the individual to participate for a little while in that activity.
I love it
So,
because you were mindful of making sure that the person who is doing the activity gets the reinforcer too. I spent some time prepping to get this together, and my time was well spent. It was so I absolutely love that. I would assume that we could purchase your book from your site.
oh, absolutely.
And
I would love it if you'd purchase the book from our site. The Arnwine Education Fund would love that as well. So the book's available at nationalautismresources.com, or you could go to any other bookstore and it should be available.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that you were referred to us by the folks at Future Horizons, who have a wonderful array of books on the subject of autism. And they mentioned you to us because they said, here is somebody who's doing something really amazing. And it's a wonderful opportunity for people to get access to a wide variety of things that are out there that will help in the autism community. So we want to thank the folks at Future Horizons for having mentioned you and your resource to us.
Wow. Yeah. Well, originally this all got started because, boy, I'm going to date myself, but back in the day, I used to go to different conferences and speak for Future Horizons. And at those conferences, I would talk about different solutions. And so, let's say you could get something here, you could get something amazing library of really good books. They didn't carry sort of the supplemental materials, and actually that's kind of the impetus of how National Autism Resources got started. I was just like, okay, we need somebody that's going to approach this from an individual standpoint, not from a therapy standpoint, and the tool community has a place to go for resources to support a wide variety of people in different places in their abilities and challenges.
Well, wonderful. Tell us the website to go to again for National Autism Resources.
It's nationalautismresources.com.
Wonderful. Bonnie, thank you so much for the work that you do. We're excited because we're hoping to get to a Future Horizons conference this year, so maybe we'll run into you at one of those.
Absolutely, that'd be great. And if any of the viewers are watching, if you go to our website, if you put in the coupon code autism-live, you'll save 5% on your order.
Wonderful. So autism-live on your order and you'll save 5%. Thank you for that. That's fabulous.